Well, a very good morning to each and every single one of you that are watching right now here at I nearly said the wrong word there.
I know what you nearly said,
Debby. The wrong word. Crafters TV here at Crafters Companion HQ. My name's Debbie Robinson and it's lovely to have you. I have been off for a while, so you're please going to have to give me a little bit of leeway, well, because I might be a bit rusty this morning. But you've got me presenting this morning and I'm delighted because we've got a great day lined up for you, not only with this first little sneaky peek of what's to come in Wake Up Call, but we've got a fabulous masterclass lined up for you where I will be on the expert side and our lovely Ben will be back in this area. And also we've got a craft vault this Friday as well, so a great craft vault with some amazing deals that you really do not want to miss out on. Some fabulous sales coming up. Up to 70% savings, I'm getting told in my ear. It's really going to be an absolutely stellar day. It's lovely to have you here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are in the world. I'm not here alone though. I have got some amazing people to keep me on the straight and narrow throughout this next 2 hours. We've got producer Dean in my ear who's looking after us all, who says hello. I've got our lovely Sam who's in charge of all those lovely close-up shots that you love so well. And I think he said hello, but I didn't quite catch. There you go, a nice little hello. We've got our Jake backstage and lots of other people there as well. We've had a nice little chat with Leanne and Ben and are absolutely super talented, super lovely and very excited because she's moving into a new home soon. Our gorgeous Lilly Fletcher. Good morning, Lily.
Good morning, Debbie. Are you well?
I'm fine, thank you very much, yes, absolutely.
I mean, you look absolutely fabulous. She's had a fabulous holiday, but we have missed it, so we are delighted to have our lovely Debbie back here all day today. It's going to be a fun day. It's definitely going to be a fun wake-up call. And like Debbie said, I am very excited because I've just had the email. My house has officially completed, so I'm very excited, but I'm delighted to be here for this wake-up call. We're talking all things Christmas, which I absolutely love. You know, I do love all of my festive makes, so we've got lots of festive inspiration coming up for you guys throughout the course of today, and I really hope that you'll be inspired by both myself and Debbie's demos as we move throughout the day.
Absolutely. It's going to be a really good one. I can feel it in my bones, a really good one. Now, there is other people as well that I'm going to welcome because this is a very interactive social channel. You can get involved via via YouTube or via Facebook, whichever way you're watching. And literally, we've got Alex in charge of all those comments. So any questions, any comments you want to ask, just fire them away and she'll bring them right over by modern technology to this fabulous little tablet at the side of me. And I will say a good few mornings because I can see loads of people already saying that. So Alex is looking after all that side as well. We do have a brand new shiny website though as well that I think you're all taking advantage of, where you can head over and shop and watch at the same time too. There is a code though that will give you an extra 20% off. Normal T's and C's apply as well. And all you'll need to pop in there in that promotional code box at the very end when you get to that checkout process is the web 20 to get your extra 20% off. However, I do have a little video from our gorgeous Ben just to explain that little bit more for you.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to help you log into your account on our brand new site. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location at the top of the page. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Next, enter your email address. Then, enter your password. Click the Sign In button. You should now be logged into your account and taken to your My Crafters page. When you're ready to log out, go to the left-hand side of the page and click the Log Out button in the My Account box. When you're logged out, you'll be taken back to the Crafters Companion page. And it's as easy as that.
There you go, a nice simple explanation for you on how to use the new website. And don't forget about that code because you can get the additional discount of 20% off simply by typing in Web20 into that promotional box. Now I'm going to do a few little hellos, then I'm going to talk about some other little fabulous goodies to the side of me which I've seen, but I'll come to that in a second because I'm going to say some good mornings to already all the lovely people that are joining us this morning, Lily. We've got loads, Lily, joining. We've got Jamie Noyes saying morning from Ohio. My warehouse order arrives today. Can't wait. Have a great Friday, everybody. Lois, good to see you again, Lois. Good morning, everyone from Ohio. Sarah Brown, our lovely flaming galah, is saying, hello, my crafty friends. Hoping everyone is doing well. I'm sending you lots of loves and hugs from Melbourne, Australia, which I do know she's usually in the future. It's usually around night time, isn't it, by this time? I think it is. Linda says, good morning from Wisconsin. Sean Sanderson says, good morning, everyone. Kim Lusk is on. Good morning from Texas. Charlotte Everett, good morning, all my crafty lovelies from here in Herne Bay. I think that's how you say that one, Charlotte. Sheila Falconer, morning, everyone, from a sunny day in Liverpool. Oh, I love Liverpool. One of my favourite cities. Absolutely love Liverpool. I'm not going to try and do the accent, Dean. No, we're not doing no accents. I'm not very good at doing accents. I'll leave that one to Ben. Ben's very good at those. Kirsty D says, good morning, everyone. Phil Watson, good morning, all. Sandra Dundas, morning, Debbie, Lily, CTV crew, social media superstar, Alex, and all my crafty chatty chums. I like that one, Sandra, because we do know that one before. Obviously, I've heard of Florida, but not of the Blounston. So I hope I'm saying that right, or Blountstown. Or Bluntstown. Never very good with pronunciation when it comes to places that I don't really know. Maureen says, good morning all, and Zoe Carver also says good morning to everybody. It's lovely to have you, regardless of where you are in the world. We do know that this goes all over the globe, and it is lovely to have you. Keep those comments coming in, keep those good mornings coming in as well. Beth, we do have a fabulous... Got really excited when I saw this morning because obviously I have been away, been sunning myself in sunny Corfu, but I've seen this fabulous deal that we've got for our weekday wonder, and it's absolutely incredible because it is our luxury foiled acetate, and it's not the one but it's both packs. You're going to get 12 pieces of each, where you're getting the festive red and the festive green, and these beautiful, this acetate for me is just absolutely stunning because of that luxury foiled element to it. I'm just going to show you the designs there where you can get your hands on these sheets. This is 380 micron, super strong, great for construction, whether you're making your own crackers, your own box lids, whether you're going to make your gift boxes or gift bags with this. It's absolutely beautiful. It could be perfect for your card bases as well. So in the red and green, we're also going to give you the fabulous gold and silver. That's the festive gold and silver, all with our own unique designs on there, and that is 24 sheets of that for £30 or $40. Double points on this as well, and of course taking it as low as you can go in that purple box there is, and you can tell I've not picked my new glasses up just yet, guys, because it's still like a little bit blurry. I'll take them off and just drop them down a little bit. £24 or $32 you can get hold of those for if you're in the Club Inspire, where you get your 20% off, or if you've just signed up new today to Club Inspire, we'll treat you to that little 20% discount too. Now we also have, because coming up later on is the masterclass where I'm going to be on that other side, and I'm really excited because I do love all things Christmas, but we've got some stellar deals, some amazing deals for you on some of our fabulous Christmas dyes. Now literally I'm going to take you through the deal, because this, and we're going to start with the Christmas get this right, intricate sentiment dyes. I absolutely love these because not only are they the sentiments that are wrapped in, they're wrapped in a very appropriate for the design. So the Star of Wonder, of course, you'll see that lovely star design. They're intricate, they've got that sentiment running through the centre, and they're absolutely beautiful. And you'll see the price on the screen, £23 or $30. I am not, that is a crazy deal when you see it's not just for the one set, but it's for all of these fabulous dyes. Jingle all the way with that beautiful bell design running through there as well. Each come in 2 pieces, lots of intricacy, lots of that beautiful sentiment running through there as well. Possibly my favourite one. I mean, we're not meant to have favourites, but you just can't help yourself. And I do love the warm Christmas wishes with that beautiful snowman taking centre stage of this particular die set. We've got From Our Home to Yours. I think that is just a really appropriate one. If you're sending Christmas cards from your family to anybody else, this is an appropriate one for you. And that lovely wreath design running through there, that sentiment too. And then lastly, we wish you a Merry Christmas. It takes care of absolutely everything you need to say on a Christmas card. And that is another beautiful die there with that Christmas tree taking centre stage, but the sentiment wrapped in there, entwined in that die. Absolutely beautiful dies. But the price, look at the price, £23 or $30, taking that down to £18.40 or $24 if you are Club Platinum. And it kind of leads us straight into, well, I know she's got a demo lined up, but she's going to also share with us some amazing samples from the design team that have created wonderful projects with this fabulous die set, haven't you, Lily?
I certainly do. Oh my goodness, these are beautiful, and I cannot believe the price that we have got on these. Absolutely amazing value for money to get that complete collection. Now these are going to be that statement, that focal point on any of your projects. For Christmas, they are just absolutely gorgeous. They can be as simple as we've got here. Very easy to pop together this design, just die cutting that gorgeous detail and then adding it to your matte and layer. Few gems, a little bit of colour, and you've got a card good to go. Maybe you're going to be cutting multiples of these and start to layer them together to make slightly larger cards. Doesn't that look amazing? But once again, a very quick make. Perhaps you're going to be bringing in a few more embellishments, actually sort of setting that design back into the aperture for a little bit of a different look. So that outer die doesn't always have to be a matte, you can be using it as a frame as well. And you can see that same technique used once again here, but this time around on a dome card. So we've got an extra bit of dimension on that card front to give you that beautiful creation there. Doesn't that just look absolutely gorgeous? And then finally, I love this one. Again, quite simple in terms of design, but doesn't it look super, super striking? Bringing in some of your lovely pattern papers, a little bit of your glitter card, a drop shadow with that black cardstock, it does absolutely pop. So you can see here, you can get the most gorgeous detailed designs, but nice and quick and easy, which quite frankly is absolutely what we want when it comes to our
I love that one, Lily. That's
it's fab, isn't it?
It is. It's gorgeous. I love that. It almost looks 3D stood off that page.
Yeah.
But that's the beautiful thing about these dies, whether you want to create an aperture and then put it in the back set, or if you want to make it a focal part, absolutely stunning. And I can see lots of people still commenting on here. I'll get round to a few more of those comments in a second. But that price is probably one of the best I've ever seen that at for all of those die sets. You're getting it home today. I mean, even in the white box there, £23 or $30, I think is absolutely stellar deal to start with. But when you log in and you take off your discount, the lowest you're going to go to there is £18.40 or $24, which I think is an amazing price with that extra 20% off. And now then, Dean, we need to check this out. If you're adding the web 20 into there, does that mean you get an additional 20% off? Because if you do, that means it's taking it down even better, Lily. That's an incredible deal. Go and check that out on the website though, along with other things that are on there too. And literally shop to your heart's content and take advantage of that extra 20% discount. Right, Lily, have you got us a demo lined up?
I certainly have, and we're going to have a little play with this gorgeous Star of Wonder die. This is just absolutely exquisite. The amount of detail that you get within this one die is quite frankly incredible. And when you've got your fantastic Gemini 2 machine, you know it's going to cut one pass through absolutely perfect. So let's have a little play with this gorgeous set of dies. Now it's exactly the same with all the dies within this collection. You are getting 2 separate dies in each and every single one of those sets. So you've got your gorgeous detail. I mean, the level of detail in there is truly amazing. You've got every single little tendril, every little flourish included in there. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to cut that from some of our sort of a navy dark blue pearl cardstock that we've got there. That's actually was part of the Bethlehem collection, that A4 card pack if you got that when it launched last year. And then we're going to be cutting our matte and layer die from it's a slightly off-white card. It's not quite ivory, it's just a little bit more cream than white. And we're going to cut our matte die from that beautiful cardstock. So let's run that through our die cutting machine. Now the beauty of using our A4 Gemini means that we can run through multiple dies at once. However, if you only have a smaller machine, maybe it's your junior, your mini or even your midi, then you can be running these dies through absolutely no problem at all as well. Obviously you won't be able to do multiples at a time, but you will be able to actually run through those individual dies, which is brilliant. So let's just pop our dies out. So we've got our lovely matte detail, and like we were saying earlier, it doesn't always just have to be a matte dye. You can be using it to create your apertures to give you a different look and feel, which I think is gorgeous. So we've got our beautiful matte there, and you could be using that on its own if you want. You don't always have to use a detail alongside that matte if you don't want to. That could just be a lovely decorative sort of nesting style dye if you want it to be. And then you can see we bring in that gorgeous detail. Oh my goodness me, all that detail in there is just incredible. If I place it against there, you can see every single little detail on that die cut. It's just amazing to be able to bring to your dies that cut one pass through the machine as detailed as that. It's just amazing. So all I've gone ahead and done already is I've cut that detail just once more, but this time from a lovely gold cardstock. So we can start to see straight away we've got options. We could be adding our navy onto there, we could be adding our gold onto there if we want to, or of course we could be bringing in some of our drop shadows, so maybe with a little bit of our gold underneath, like that. I think that works. Or we could be going the opposite way around and having our navy underneath and a little bit of our gold over the top.
Oh, that looks nice as well. I like that that way.
Should we mix
like
it up a little
both
bit?
either. It's entirely up to you, Lily, but I love them both.
Too many options. So do you know what? Let's just go for something else entirely. Let's leave that one as it is, our lovely navy one. Let's bring in our gorgeous detailed one that we've got here in our gold. And do you know what? We're going to snip into it.
Oh, I like it.
So what we're going to do, let's just decide. Let's snip out the wording where it says Star of Wonder. And what we're going to do is we're going to overlay that back over the top. A few extra pieces. Of course, you can go back in and do that if you're not entirely happy first time round. But let's just have a little look as to exactly how we want to cut this. I think let's go in around about there and just start to cut away that outer detail so it can start to almost like paper pieces back together if you like. So just mixing it up a little bit. I know for me my default is always to go for that drop shadow, but of course you've got lots of different options when it comes to these when you start to snip into your dies. I mean, you could be using this sentiment separate, you could be not overlaying it onto that main die cut at all if you don't want to, but just by overlaying this it's going to make that detail pop even more. So we've got that. I think we're just going to trim away some of the tendril that we've got at the top there just to balance it out a little bit better with that bottom edge of the sentiment. So just going in and cutting out some of those areas there just like so, and I think that looks good to me. We've got a little Star of Wonder which is going to overlay onto our main base. So what we're going to do at this point is just bring in some of our tacky glue. Of course you could be using your dotty tape pen, but I have to say I do favour my tacky glue in my fine tip glue applicator.
Especially when it comes to sentiments, I find them a little bit more precise, a little bit more in control, because I'm very heavy-handed with the dotted tape pen. Don't know about yourself, Lily.
Yes.
But I tend to then, the only way I could describe it is rag it.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? Where I pull
exactly
it too heavy and then I split my sentiments apart. So I do prefer when I'm doing things like this, the fine tip applicator with the tacky glue.
And I think as well, because you've got that little bit of manoeuvrability, that little bit of wiggle room with your tacky glue, especially when you've got a sentiment like this, that you need to line it up absolutely bob on first time round.
Yes.
You want that little bit of wiggle room. So I think for me, tacky glue is the one to go for, but we do have our fine tip glue applicators and our dotty tape pens, both of those in stock over on the website at the moment. So completely up to you, whatever you favour, but do check out the website for both of those. And of course, you could be taking advantage of that 20% off, which I think is always nice. When you're stocking up on essentials, you know, let's be honest, they're not the most glamorous things, but we do need to stock up on our essentials. So it's nice to get a little bit of a discount on those, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm going to be sharing with you soon a little bit of some Centura Pearl offers. We'll talk about those in a minute, Lily, because we've got some really lovely Centura Pearls on some great prices, and especially like you've just said, the essential stuff, the extra additional 20% off. You take advantage of that. Is it a one? That's what I'm going to check. Is it a one per use or is it any
not,
time?
Debbie. You can use it as many times as you like. I'll be honest,
I like that.
I was quite shocked when I found that out myself the other day. I was like,
music to my ears.
So maybe you've used it earlier this week and you're thinking, oh, well, that's it, that's me done. No, you can use it as many times as you like. So you could be placing an order today and use it. You could be placing an order over the weekend, on Sunday night, all the way up to midnight on your 1st of October, many times as you like.
Oh, I love it.
And it's rare, let's be honest, Debbie, it's rare that that's the case.
Absolutely. Normally it's a one-time only kind of code, isn't it?
One-hit wonder.
Yeah, that's absolutely fabulous. This is looking lovely, Lily. I love what you've done there.
Big difference. I really like that sentiment in the middle. And I think, do you know what? I will be using at times that sentiment in the middle separate, because I think it works as well away from that star detail. But when you start to layer it up, doesn't that look pretty?
That looks beautiful.
Well, let's leave that to one side for just a moment. Let's start to bring in our card base and let's matte and layer up our card base that we've got here. So the same cardstock that we used for our matte and layer, we've created ourselves a 5 3/4 inch fold back card. And all that means is that we've scored at 5 1/4 as we would normal, and then we've just scored again at halfway from that left hand side to give us that little fold back feature. Now, these pattern papers are absolutely gorgeous. These are part of that Bethlehem collection. I know we had the reorder a couple of months ago on
We
this
did,
one.
yeah.
So a lot of you guys at home, I know you'll have this in your crafty stash. If you don't, perhaps some of the papers from the Oh Holy Night, that could work quite nicely. Even your 12 Days of Christmas collection, because I know you've got some of those lovely bluey sort of tones in there. But if you're using a different colourway completely, then of course mix up your papers. Maybe you're going to be doing it in, on your Frosty and Bright collection, we have those lovely pink colour tones. You could be using those sort of colours, maybe with silver. So it's completely up to you what sort of colourways you want to go for. But I just thought, with it being a Star of Wonder, this paper goes absolutely perfectly. So matte and layering the papers onto that same gold cardstock that we used to pick out the detail in the centre of our die cut. One that's going to go in the inside of our card, and then one that will just go on that left hand side of our fold back feature, and that gives us that lovely design. I just absolutely adore that paper, and I have to say that's my final sheet of that specific paper in the paper pad, so I'm quite sad. But I was like, do you know what, Lily, I had to use it because it just works perfectly. Now, to take this from a fold back to a Z fold, we've just got that additional piece that you actually cut away from that top section of your card. Just flipping that over, and that's just going to be 2 inches in height that we've got with that separate piece. And then we've got some mats and layers that are going to go onto there. Very similar pattern paper, again from that same paper pad, but just ever so slightly different to give us that little bit of variety when it comes to our mats and layers. And again, just a gorgeous paper from that Bethlehem paper pad. So let's just pop that onto there. And using my call-out all-purpose, as always for my mats and layers, gives you that little bit of manoeuvrability, that little bit of wiggle room, allows you to get that all centralised and lined up, and gives you that little bit of breathing space, if you like, so you don't need to get it lined up perfectly first time around. Then all we're going to go ahead and do is just stick these mats and layers onto our little bar that we've got, and that's going to form that Z fold section of our card base. So quite a simple card that we're going with here, but really just letting the beautiful intricacy of that sentiment die take centre stage, letting that shine, yes, pun intended with that one, shining star on our card, and of course making a little bit of a feature as well of those gorgeous pattern papers that we're using from that Bethlehem paper pad. So that's all of those lined up onto that. And then it's just a case of sticking these two elements together. And I always say it's completely personal choice how far up or low down you choose to have that section of your Z fold card. I think let's bring that into play and have a little look. Let's go quite close to the bottom, I think, for this one.
I like the choice that you can make though with that one, because I saw one just recently at the top.
I've seen those before.
Yeah,
don't
and
they
I
work
thought,
nice?
do you know, I hadn't done one for absolutely ages at the top. So yeah, it's lovely that you can place that double Z fold at any point, any stage of your card. I really like that idea.
Absolutely. I have to say I saw a gorgeous card once, and it was the bar was placed at the very, very top, and they had like baubles hanging down off it.
Oh,
I thought that looked
lovely.
absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
I've done one before. I think it was Secret Garden collection when you've got them lantern stamps.
Yes.
I've done one a bit like that with the lanterns hanging down. That worked quite nicely. But yeah, it's one of those card bases. I go to it time and time again because I always think it looks a lot more complicated than it actually is. But it's very easy to do, and you've got, like you say, Debbie, you've got that real flexibility in terms of design, in terms of allowing you to personalise it.
Yeah.
I tend to do them square, but you don't always have to do them square if you don't want. You can actually do them rectangular if you so choose.
Yeah.
So lots of options with this gorgeous card base. And then just to finish this off, of course, it's a Lilly card. It needs some foam pads on there. So a little bit of dimension, of course. Let's get that onto the back of our star, just on that left-hand side, to make sure we don't add any of our adhesive where we don't want it. Let's line that up, and of course makes it nice and easy by having the star, with it being symmetrical, means we can line it up centrally quite easily. Quite a pretty simple card with this one, but just let that detail really shine, let it come to the fore with those gorgeous sentiment dies, and that's just one of the designs that you're getting. You are getting 5 in the collection, which is absolutely amazing, which brings you those 10 dies in total. So I think of all the options that you've got with that fabulous collection, that's just one idea to get you started.
And that's the lovely thing. That's a beautiful card, Lily. And I love how you've tied all of the colours in, but the sentiment die takes sense. You don't need to add anything else. You could add a few gems if you wanted, a ribbon maybe, but really these make the simple, quick, easy cards, and they're one of those that give you that impact straight away, really powerful impact straight away. It's what Leanne refers to as the minimal effort, maximum impact, and that's exactly what those look like, and they're absolutely incredible. I'm going to recap that crazy deal for you because it really is a fabulous deal. Lily's just said to you there, you're getting 10 dies. We look at it as 5 sets, but it's 10 dies that you're getting in there to be able to create lots of different things with them, and I'll go through those. That's the one that you've just seen our lovely Lily use, which is the Star of Wonder. You've also then got the fabulous Jingle All the Way with that bell design, and what Lily's just shown you, you could do with all of those. You could take all of these designs and do that with every single one of these. You've got the fabulous, I love him, I just think there's something so lovely about the warm Christmas wishes with that snowman there. Very distinctive, very intricate, but just say exactly what you need them to say, especially this one, From Our Home to Yours. That's one that for all your families out there, instead of sending individual ones, you can just wrap that up in one fell swoop and make those quick, simple but striking cards instantly. And then lastly, we wish you a Merry Christmas, all today for £23 or $30, but of course take off your Club Inspire membership and also that additional extra 20% off without simply putting that code in there, Web20. You'll get that down to even less than what you're seeing on the screen. For me, an amazing set of Christmas dies that are going to tick all those boxes to make quick, easy Christmas cards, simple but stunning, depending on the choice of your colours, your papers, your cardstock, which I'm going to come to in a moment. I can see lots of love coming through for you, Lily, with that gorgeous card. Lots of other lovely comments about the lovely choice in papers. Loving Handcrafted by Gas says, hello guys, I hope you're doing well, my lovely. Oh, that Centura Pearl card. They look like frosted cookies. I love that one. Charlotte Everett says, these dies are beautiful, great for making a quick card. Yeah, exactly, Charlotte. Lindsay Travaskis says, love the paper. Lois, a beautiful card, thank you, Lily. Michelle Harris says, love it. Lindsay says, love that card, Lily. Betty Weaver, what a lovely card. And Sheila Falconer, love the card, Lily. It's beautiful. Lots more morning coming through as well. I'll say good morning to Lindsay, to Nora, who's saying good morning. Liz R says, hi, crafty friends, Lily, Debbie, Alex, and Team Social, and everyone at Crafters. Thank you very much, Nora, and Liz, sorry. Teresa Campbell, good morning everyone. Christine Mahoney, God love her, she's saying good morning, big capital letters, that'll wake me up.
Morning.
That'll wake me up. Good morning, she says. Hello Debbie, hello Lily, and hello everyone. And she said, Debbie, I hope your vacation was amazing, it looked fantastic, it absolutely was. Just what I needed, complete R&R, and if you head over to my socials, you'll see my few little pictures. I took hundreds, but I just had to sample a few just to give you a little idea of what it was like. Utter bliss. Terry Mack says, good morning everyone. I've been missing CCTV while I've been on holiday and glad to be back to watch. Missing the Spanish sunshine though. Terry, I can sympathise with you. I'm missing that Corfu sun. It was utterly delicious. And I stepped off the plane and I was like, I didn't order this weather when I came back into this country. No. It's Baltic. From where I've been, it's absolutely freezing now, but I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's been exactly the same since I've been away. But yeah, I totally get you, Terry. And I had missed everybody at Crafters TV as well because I hadn't been able to tune in just because of the way we were, you know, it's a little bit different out there and a little bit more relaxing, and I didn't watch telly once.
Wow.
I didn't pick up my screen to watch any of the shows, not once. Bad girl, I am, bad girl. But I've been loving it, so thank you very much for all the lovely comments that I've received. Right, talking of some great deals, and we did say, and Lily said, you know, card essentials and all those essentials like glues and things like that we need as a crafter. And I've got a couple of little cheeky deals when it comes to Centura Pearl. And funnily enough, the Centura Pearl that Lily, you were using, because we have, and it's not a separate bundle, it's both of these packs that you're going to get, and it's the Centura Pearl double-sided, which is what Lily used in that gorgeous card. Your card on the back and the front will look stunning in Centura Pearl. Centura Pearl is the finest quality cardstock that you could wish for, and the Centura Pearl with the ivory running through there, and I'm just going to give it a little flick, which I know sounds bizarre, but it's double-sided, so it's on both sides. It's perfect for all your constructions, whether it be your card bases, whether it be your boxes, whether you want to die cut into it, whatever it is that you want to do with this. This is glorious. 310 GSM, 40 sheets of the ivory, even though I know there's not 40 here because I think someone's been pinching it, Lily. I'm not blaming you, by the way.
It'll be that Michelle. It'll be that Michelle.
Is it that Michelle?
Yeah, it will be, yeah. Blame her.
Well, I can tell it's not 40 because I've got 40 here, so I know that that's not the same there. But you've got ivory in this bundle, and you've also got my personal favourite, fresh white. I love this one. And again, the double-sided runs through both sides of those sheets. The quality is phenomenal. I remember the first time I saw Centura Pearl, it was before I worked for Crafters Companion. I fell in love with the quality, and that sheen, that pearlescent finish that you get with any of the colours is just outstanding. So you're going to get ivory and fresh white, so that's 40 sheets of each, that's 80 sheets in total, and that's coming in at £23.98 or $33.98. And then of course take off your Club Platinum price, and if you are Club Platinum, that's what you're going to be paying there, £19.18 or $27.18. But like Lily said, make the most of that Web 20 code, because you could take that even lower. This is it's card essentials. Every crafter should have this quality of cardstock in their crafty stash to make those luxury cards, especially if you're making to sell. That's going to be the one that makes them stand out in the crowd, that's going to offer that wow factor when it comes to your card making, when it comes to your boxes and your constructions, and any of your lovely makes that you make. So that's one card essential, but I've got another one, and this time in the form of colour.
Oh, Debby.
And normally we do like a 10, don't we? We've gone with 11 packs of Centura Pearl, 10 sheets of the finest quality as well, and the colours are beautiful. So we'll start with that baby pink. So you can see you've got the baby pink 10. Come in very close, there we are. We're going to come, oh, I love mink. I don't know about you, but
it's one of my
absolutely love mink.
Love it. With the dark chocolate.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got the lovely lilac. You can see somebody's taken it out of the packaging.
Can I just say that was the first colour of Centura Pearl I ever bought.
Was it?
Over 10 years ago now, yeah.
Wow.
Long before I worked for Crafters Companion. I always remember, because I always love my purples. First colour I ever bought.
It's beautiful though, isn't it? Absolutely stunning. Platinum, so you've got that gorgeous silver platinum colour there. Absolutely stunning. You've got the lavender colour in this one as well. You've also got the red. Now this is cherry red, if I remember rightly.
It is.
We've got mint. I don't know what's happened, but there's definitely not 10 sheets there.
Michelle.
There's only 3. We'll blame that Michelle. She's not watching. It'll be fine. Mint green in this collection. We've got baby blue. We've also got, our Jan calls it sexy black.
Oh, does she?
I was so shocked as well.
Oh,
Let me tell you,
blimey,
Lily, I was shocked as well. Sexy black in that one as well. It's actually just called black. It hasn't got the sexy title in front of it, just so you're aware of it. Old gold. And then lastly, the pumpkin, which is perfect for this time of the year. So that's 11 packs of Centura Pearl, which works out to, let's see if my maths is working, 110.
That's got to be it.
110 sheets of Centura Pearl that's coming in at £30 or $53. But of course, take off your Club Inspire, down to the platinum in the purple box. That's the lowest you'll go, but it's not the lowest you'll go, because don't forget to add that Web 20 into the promo box at the very end of the check. Before you go to that checkout process, it's not something that we're going to give to you, it's something that you have to pop in there, and you can take that even further. To look at that price, take it off even more. What was that, Dean? £19.20 for 110 sheets of Centura Pearl. Off the chart, or 33. Dean's doing all the maths for me. I felt like Carol Vorderman then. It was like coming out just out of my pores there, Lily. 33. What was that? $33.92 for you guys stateside as well, with that additional 20% off. It's absolutely incredible. Now, we've got loads more incredible deals lined up for you, of course, coming throughout the day. Well, this is Wake Up Call. This is all about that little sneaky peek into the world of what we've got coming up today. Before we do, though, we're going to take a little bit of a break, let our Lily regather herself, because she's got some more amazing demonstrations lined up for you. So just time for you to take a little, maybe you want to check out right now, go and have a little look, go and see what it is that tickles your fancy, and don't forget to take advantage of that extra 20% discount. But here's a little bit of a breather for us and a little bit of a break for you too.
Welcome to the new home of Papercraft. Our brand new Crafters Companion website is here, and I know you're going to absolutely love it. Now, you guys, our crafting community, are at the heart of everything we do here. So this new site has been built with you in mind, because we want you to have the best possible experience with us. So, as well as a fresh new look, we've made our new website faster, smoother, and so much easier to browse, shop, and find fabulous creative inspiration. Find exactly what you're looking for in no time at all with our improved search function. And our super speedy new checkout system makes online shopping a total breeze. Everything is optimized to work perfectly on your mobile as well, so you can snap up the latest collections wherever you are. And to really spoil you, we're celebrating with 20% off across the whole site. So what are you waiting for? Head over today to explore the new home of Papercraft.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of Papercraft, to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to help you log into your account on our brand new site. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location at the top of the page. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Next, enter your email address. Then, enter your password. Click the Sign In button. You should now be logged into your account and taken to your My Crafters page. When you're ready to log out, go to the left-hand side of the page and click the Log Out button in the My Account box. When you're logged out, you'll be taken back to the Crafters Companion page. And it's as easy as that. Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of Papercraft, to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to give you a bit of a refresher on how to reset your password. So, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. First, go to the Crafters Companion homepage. Next, make sure that you've selected the correct location. Go to the My Crafters icon. Click Forgotten Your Password. Enter the email address linked to your account in the box, and then click Reset My Password. Next, head over to your email inbox, where you should have received an email with a link to reset your password. Click the Reset Your Password link on your email. Type a brand new password in the password box. Enter it again in the password confirmation box. Click Reset My Password. You will then be logged into your account and taken to your My Crafters page, where you can explore the new home of Papercraft.
Fabulous. That's our lovely Ben and Sarah there telling you how to go about, getting back into that new website, that shiny new website that we have. And as of course, because it is brand new this week, we're giving you that extra additional, as a little thank you, the Web 20 discount that you need to put in that promo code. Please don't forget it. Please take advantage of every single time you're buying. Even if you're buying 10 times today, take advantage of that 20% extra on top of your clubbing Inspire, because for me it's a must. It's one of those fabulous ones. Of course, normal terms and conditions apply. Just go into those T's and C's. They'll tell you a little bit more about that as well. Before we get started on the next little cheeky deal we've got for you, because I told you this is a sneaky peek of things to come, we've got a fantastic craft vault later on tonight at 6 p.m. here in the UK, with a literally, I can't tell you how many deals are in there. It's absolutely off the chart amazing. So that's going to be a good one, and we're going to talk about that in a second. Bets, we've seen loads of more comments coming through, but me and Lily were just chatting in the break, and we were talking about, because it's basically a Christmas themed day, and we were talking about Christmas trees, because obviously Lily's moving into her new crib next week, and I was saying, when are you going to put your Christmas tree up, Lily? Because I know this is the first time for me. Last year was the first time. You'll probably know, if you've been following me for a long time, you'll know I've not had a Christmas tree up in my house for years. Basically, since the kids moved out, I don't really bother. But obviously, the grandkids are getting a bit older now. And when they came to Nanan's, not last year, but the year before, they were like, Safi were like, why haven't you got a Christmas tree, Nana? And I were like, oops, I think it's time to get one. So last year, I actually got my first one. It had to be silver and glittery, Lily.
Oh, of course.
It had to be. Yeah. Of course, it had to have a little bit of sparkle and glitter to it. But I did put mine up, and I put mine up very early. I went into the end of November and had it all the way through till I think it was the first week into the new year. So I had it up for a long time. And that's what I'm going to ask you guys, because I'm going to ask Lily in a second as well, and I'll ask producer Dean and Sam as well, because I know Sam and Nick, they've probably got their own Christmas tree. When do you put your Christmas tree up? If you were to ask Craig, the hottie Scotty himself, I wouldn't be surprised in the slightest. After bonfire, after the 5th, I bet he gets his up, because he has them all over.
That.
I know.
I'd be surprised wouldn't be surprised if he's got it up already. He probably has his Christmas tree up all year round.
I know. That's what I thought. I thought he might have his up. So Lily, when are you going to put yours up? Have you got one this year?
I have to say, I've never had my own Christmas tree. I've never bothered, I have to say, I've never bothered, but I think you're right, with me moving into my own proper place, not just renting, but my very own house this year, I think I will probably have to have one up. So I think, for me, it's got to be the start of Advent. It's got to be that 1st of December. I think that's sort of like the right time to get your Christmas tree up.
Yeah.
And if I do have one, I know you said yours had to have a bit of sparkle. I think mine would have to be pink and glittery. You know what I'm like, for me, pink glitter. I like that.
I like that, yeah. So guys, get commenting. Let us know. Let Alex know. Tell us when you get your Christmas trees up. And let's have a bit of Christmas talk. Let's get a little bit of chatter going off and talk about Christmas, because this day is literally all about Christmas. We've got a Christmas masterclass coming up with some edibles and with those fabulous sentiment dies. We've got a craft vault with lots of Christmas things in there as well. So I'm feeling in the festive mode. That's a little bit unusual for me to say. I feel a little bit in the festive mode, despite it not even being October yet, but it started in all the shops here in the UK. I've noticed it all over, where there's things from the chocolates to the advent calendars that are up there as well. So so let's get a little bit of Christmas chatter going off. Now, we're going to talk about another fabulous deal that's coming up in the Craft Vault later on today, and that is, of course, these gorgeous, and I absolutely love these, lovely Christmas card holder dies. And this is a collection that you're going to be getting the opportunity to get hold of at an amazing price, but of course the extra additional 20%. Simply by adding that code WEB20. I know I sound like a broken record now, but I want you to take advantage of these fabulous prices, because look at the price on the screen. There's no mistake there. £15 or $19 before you take off your Club Inspire membership. Look at that platinum price. £12 or $15.20 for not one, and that's the gorgeous, I love the snowman. He's so cute. I absolutely love the snowman. But you're going to also get the Christmas present. Now, the Christmas present, I see a present. I don't just see Christmas. I see all year round with this die set. You're also getting the stocking, and this is not just dies, there's stamps in these as well to create that gift card holder. And not just for the gift card holder, because you can take this into your card making as well. And then lastly, I mean, the cutest Santa you ever did see, but you're getting all 4 of those dies for that price that you're seeing on the screen, which I just think is amazing. And WEB20 is all I'm going to say. Take advantage of that fabulous deal. Our lovely Lily's got some fabulous samples to share with you, and she's also got a demo lined up too.
certainly do. Oh my goodness, I can't believe the price on these. I'd be paying that for one set, let alone that complete collection. Just absolutely amazing, and these are so much fun. Absolutely adore these. So first up, he is just gorgeous. Look at him. This is our little jolly Santa. So you're looking at that. It's a gorgeous gift card holder, and then what you can actually do is remove that top section and pop your gift card onto there, which is just absolutely so much fun, and the ideal way to present any of your gift cards if you are gifting those at Christmas time. Now think of adding these onto your card bases. It doesn't just have to be that gift card holder separate. You can actually mount these onto your cards. I mean, how cute does that look on that little fold back element that we've got there, but still got that ability to pop your gift cards into that holder. Super, super cute with your little stocking. I love the fact that we've added in a few of the little jingle bells onto there. But once again, that perfect opportunity to pop your gift cards into there. Perhaps you're going to be using more than one of the designs together. I mean, how cute does that look? It's almost like a mummy and a baby, but we've got a whole family full of those jolly little snowmen. You could be adding your gift cards onto all of those, or you could be sticking the hats on like we have there. But this one is almost like the feature snowman with the ability to pop your gift cards into those little holders. And then finally, why not pop them onto the top of a box? You've got your gorgeous gift card holder. Quite often I'll get gifted a gift card, and then my mum always likes to give us something to open as well. So it's usually like a little bar of chocolate. So how perfect would that be to have your gift card into that holder and then a little something in the box, whether it's going to be some Christmas cookies, a little bit of chocolate, or even just a pair of socks. It's nice to have that gift card alongside a little bit of something to open as well. Love these, and quite frankly, I absolutely love that price as well. Just amazing.
Beautiful. Absolutely. I love those. I'm with you on that one. Do that lovely gift card one with the box. I absolutely. My kids will always say to me, "Oh, just some money, Mum, or a gift card." But I like to give them something because it doesn't feel right to me just to give them money. So I want to give them something, and I think that is a perfect example of how you could be gifting to someone at the same time. Whether you're putting a gift card in there, or you could actually put money in there. You could slot some money into there as well. It's an amazing price. I've got some figures in for you though, Lily.
Oh, here we go. Come on then, Carol.
This is me and me, Carol Vorderman brain.
Carol Robinson.
Not really. Dean helped me out with this one. We talked about the Web 20. You can see the discount there. So I'm going to imagine you're all Club Inspire, Club Platinum members. The price that you're going to see now that I'm going to tell you is if you take that additional 20 off, £9.60 here in the UK for all of them, or $12.16. I mean, that is an amazing price, and I genuinely mean it, for some fantastic dies. And that's the lowest that I have never seen them that price ever. I genuinely mean that, hand on my heart. No. I've never seen them that low. So I just think take advantage of that extra discount on top of your Club Inspire as well, because I think that's absolutely incredible. Christmas talks coming through as well, Lily. So before we go over, I'll just tell you a few little comments there. We've had some Christmas tree talk. But I will say, Marianne, lovely to have you with us because she's saying good morning all. But Teresa Campbell says, after Thanksgiving is when I would put my tree up. So I know Teresa will be getting hers up early too. Lindsay Travaskis, I'd like to put my Christmas tree up at bonfire night, but hubby thinks it's too early. I love Christmas, she says. I love that. Lindsay, tell him it's your law. Tell him it's your way. You have to. I think it's okay after bonfire night. Sandra Dundas says my youngest got his first home last November, and he allocated. Let me see if I get that right. Let me go back a little bit. I think I've just moved that one. He allocated, albeit a tiny budget, and went to B&M to do Christmas. Oh, yeah, B&M here in the UK.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's where I got a lot of my Christmas decorations from. All the silver glittery ones, absolutely.
Yeah. I have to say that's where I've got all my little chandeliers. They're all from B&M.
Yeah.
I put my foot down. I have to have a chandelier in every room.
Really?
Yeah. They're only little ones. They're not like great big Liberace ones.
I'm thinking those great big ones that you see in Dynasty and Dallas.
No, unfortunately not. They're only little ones, but I says I've got to have a little bit of sparkle in every single room. So yeah, we're going to have a chandelier in every room, but not massive ones, unfortunately.
June Prescott says, good morning from a stormy Perthshire. I am a Scotty too, and with Craig, so my Christmas tree goes up on 14. I'm thinking 14th of November, maybe.
Yeah,
Could
probably.
be. Or
yeah.
maybe the 14th of December. I'm not really sure which one that is, Jean. Jeffrey Langry, good morning. Debbie, Lily and the great and superstar CTV crew. Thank you, Jeffrey. It's lovely to have your company today. Kirsty D says she puts her Christmas tree up about 3 weeks before Christmas, but the first week it's not decorated. It's left for the cats, especially the eldest Comet, to climb and get used to, and then they leave it alone. What a great idea.
Yeah.
That's a great idea, Kirsty. Sandra says, I've done a Debbie for the last few years, no tree, but we have a few light-up musical Christmas ornaments. I know, I literally had nothing in the house.
Yeah, I've been the same.
I feel like a little bit like the bar humbug
Yeah,
of Christmas, where I don't have anything up, but I went full on glitter, and I absolutely loved it. It took me back to the time when the kids were younger, and I did actually enjoy it, so I'm looking forward to getting mine back up as well. Trinkle's Garden and Home Life says, Debbie, I usually put my Christmas tree up right after the Thanksgiving holiday. Zoe Carver says it's bad luck to put your Christmas tree up before the 1st of December. Plus, I have to put away all my craft stuff to make room. So don't put the Christmas tree up too early, she says. That's Zoe. Handcrafted by Gas says, my gosh, I only ordered my first guillotine last night, just notified it's dispatched. My mind is blown. I'm loving that, guys. I'm loving that. Michelle Harris says she loves that box as well, what we both heard were lovely.
Yeah.
And lots of other lovely comments, but we'll come to those in a moment. Keep that Christmas talk coming in. Keep us telling, are you a believer in whether it's bad luck to put up early or not, like Zoe? Or do you get yours up as soon as you can, like our lovely Craig does? And I can't wait for Craig, because he's going to be asking for pictures. I know he is. He's going to be asking for pictures. He's like the Simon Cowell of the Christmas tree decoration world, isn't he? Where he judges. We'll always never forget the Michelle one. Never forget.
Oh gosh, yeah.
That critique there. Yeah, get that comments coming in. But I'm going to stop talking, because I'm going to let the lovely Lily show you how these fabulous dies work, how easy they are to put together, and the amazing things you can do with them. So over to you, Lily.
Oh, thank you very much. Honestly, these could not be easier. They are just super, super simple and so much fun to put together as well. And I had to go for the Jolly Santa. It is just literally adorable. How you could look at this and it not bring a smile to your face, honestly, I don't know. I just look at this and I want to have a little chuckle to myself. He is just absolutely gorgeous. So with this, and with all of the sets within this collection, not only do you get your dies, which are basically all your decorations, you also get that stencil, which is your template, which will create that actual pocket itself. So you get both of those included, but better still, we are including instructions, both your words and your pictures, a real in-depth detailed instructions, even top tips included on there as well. So it's going to step you through, take you through hold your hand with every single one of those stages you need to pop these fabulous gift cards together. So all we've gone ahead and done already is we've just drawn around our fabulous little template. We've popped our score lines onto there, and that's going to form our pocket. Now what I'm using for this is I'm using some of that fantastic fall and festive A4 cardstock. I think we've still got some of that over on the website. It's that lovely linen card that we brought to you initially with those fantastic, what do we call them? The treat boxes, like the character boxes.
Oh, yes,
the Halloween and Christmas ones. I love this cardstock, Debbie.
Festive and fall?
Fall and festive, I
Fall
think
and
they call it,
festive,
yeah.
that's it, yeah.
Bumper linen card pack. You get 30 sheets, lots of different colours that are perfect. Yeah, of course, for your festive and your fall makes, as you know, the name sort of suggests, but you'll be using this all year round. This is one of my favourite card packs at the moment. I am using this time and time again. I do say it an awful lot, but I love my linen card. But of a funny moment yesterday, Debbie, this'll make you chuckle. So I was up at my new house yesterday. I was having like the walkthrough, so they were showing you how does a tap work and all that daft sort of stuff. Because obviously I've never lived in a house before. But anyway, so I was looking up. With it being a new build, I got to choose like all my tiles and all my worktops and all that sort of thing, all my carpets. But it was quite a few months ago now that I'd chosen them all, so I'd sort of forgotten, which was quite nice. I'd forgotten exactly what I'd chosen. And I'd forgotten actually in my kitchen, you know, I love my little linen card, and the material that I'd chosen to have all my cupboard doors in, it's got like a faux linen texture on it. Oh. I thought that's about right, isn't it, Lily? You love your linen card so much, you've even got a faux linen texture on your worktops in your kitchen. So yeah, I'm a fan of linen, not just in car, but on kitchen doors as well. It did make me chuckle. I thought, oh Lily, what are you like?
Are you going to share lots of pictures of you?
I will do, yeah. I showed a couple yesterday, once I'd had a look around, but once I'm all in, I will share plenty of photos, that is for sure. So that's how easy it is to create your little pocket. Just a little bit of glue along your tabs and that will create your pocket. We are going to create this actually into a card. So I've got a little card base here which is 3 3/4 by 2 3/4, but we're actually going to decorate first, I think, and then we will actually pop that onto our card base. So let's leave the card base to one side for a second and let's start to bring in our dies and do a little bit of cutting to cut all of our gorgeous decorations out to decorate up our lovely little jolly Santa. So all the card I'm using is from that same card pack. So if you have that fantastic fall and festive card pack, or if you don't, or maybe if you're like me and already have 3 and are thinking you might need some more, check out the website, because I'm thinking if we've got that in stock, take advantage of that 20% off code, that website 20 code, perfect to stock up on your cardstock, because if you're anything like me, you will be using this time and time again. So we've got all the different pieces that you need to cut out to create all the decorations. And what I absolutely love about these is that when you've got more than one shape that you need to cut out from that same colour, they're actually on the same die. So here we've got his gorgeous little eyes and his belt. Those are both going to be cut from black. So it makes it a lot easier, rather than having 2 of the same shape that you need from different colours on that same sort of die stuck together. You've only got ones that are on that same plate if they are needing to be cut from that same colour. So it just makes it a lot easier and a lot quicker when you are cutting all of your different elements. It's quite self-explanatory exactly which pieces you need to cut from which colour, and of course all I'm doing is I'm just following that photo that you get on that instruction packet, on the packet for your die, so it makes it very straightforward, pretty much foolproof when it comes to layering all of these pieces together. With using your Gemini 2, with it being that fantastic A4 size, it means I can actually cut all of these dies in one pass, making it nice and quick and easy. Ideal if you are batch making, which absolutely you could be doing with these. So let's just run these through our fantastic Gemini 2 machine, which we love. Maybe though, if you are crafting with kids and they've only got a smaller handheld machine like your Mini or your Midi, still absolutely ideal. Of course, you will have to run them through separately. That's no problem at all. I know kids quite often enjoy running things through the die cutting machine, so I always think quite satisfying about that. So if you are crafting with kids, then this is going to be ideal. How much fun they're going to have layering all these different pieces together. I think they will absolutely love doing that, and they'll have something at the end that they can be super, super proud of as well. So let's just go ahead and pop out all our different little pieces that we've got here. We've cut out all of these in one go, which is fantastic because it's saving us a lot of time, and we can get to the fun part, which is popping these all together and really seeing them come to life. So let's just take all of our different pieces, and then I think we shall add a little bit of ink to really bring these to life. And it's those little finishing touches that you can bring into these. Maybe you've got things like your glossy highlights, maybe you've got some of your glitter glues, perhaps some of your faux snow as well. You could be bringing those into the mix and starting to decorate these up as much or as little as you like. Of course, that choice is entirely yours. That's the beauty of using your dies. Not only can you choose all your different cardstocks that you're wanting to use, but you can also choose what finishing touches, what decoration you're going to be adding on to your finished pieces. So let's just continue popping all our different little pieces out. That's his little nose that we've got here. Got so many different items, and it's the same with every single one of these die sets. You've got all that decoration included. You're not having to look elsewhere in your crafty stash for any of those decorative pieces. Everything is all good to go, contained within that set, which is fantastic, especially if you're new to crafting. So we've got all of our pieces now popped out the die. And then let's start to add a little bit of colour. So let's bring in our water reactive ink. This one is in our Bordeaux. And we're going to add a little bit of this just around the edges of our die cut piece onto the red. That Bordeaux being that lovely deep red colour. It's a little bit darker than our Chinese red, so it's going to work perfectly onto our red cardstock here. So it's not not too dark, but we can see a little bit better than we can with our Chinese red. Let's do the same with our little gift card holder here to add that little touch. And I always find that when you're inking your linen card, it allows you to pick up a little bit more of that texture. Or a little bit like when you're inking embossing folder, but obviously not quite as pronounced. But I think that looks absolutely fabulous to really make a bit more of a feature of that beautiful linen texture that we've got. Very, very lightly onto the edges of that flesh tone piece. I'm not adding any extra ink to my blending tool. I'm just using what's already on that sponge to add that extra little bit of dimension. And let's do exactly the same for his little nose. I love the fact you get his nose separate. I think that's just absolutely adorable.
They're so cute, aren't they?
You just sort of want to squish his little nose. It's just gorgeous. I was debating prepping a demo with that lovely present, because I know, Debbie, you were saying you could use it all year round, and I was going to show that, but then I just looked at the little Jolly Santa and I thought, you know what, I can't not. He's just so cute. I had to use the Jolly Santa. I do adore him. I mean, these are going to be brilliant for makes for children for Christmas. I mean, they're going to love receiving these, and they're going to love actually creating with these if you want to be crafting with your kids as well. I think they'll have a lot of fun putting these together. And it really is just basic equipment, really. Of course, you've got your die cutting machine, but apart from that, it's just cardstock, and it's going to be glue and tapes and any of your sticky bits. But it's nice and easy to put these together. So you don't need tons and tons of equipment or tons of messy items out, which is always ideal when you are crafting with those younger members of the family. So on the white pieces, I always say this, and it always sounds a little bit daft, but if you want to make anything white, whether you're inking the edges or colouring with the alcohol pens or anything like that, by adding another colour, it actually makes them look a little bit more white. So here we are actually using a little bit of our ocean blue. Take that real harsh white off the edge of there and just make it look a little bit more lifelike. It really does make a big difference. Not adding a lot of it, just a little bit around the edges of those pieces, and then we're going to start to layer everything together. So let's pop those to one side for just a moment. And all we're doing is we're just going to start to follow that picture that we've got onto our packaging, which makes it super, super easy. So we have got our inner part here. Let's bring in the top section that we need for our hat. So you can see nice and easily that is going to layer onto there. And honestly, it is so simple to just layer these together, and quick to do as well, as you'll see in just a moment. So let's line that up onto there. You've got that lovely little fluffy trim. I mean, you could be bringing in, maybe you've got cotton wool balls at home, or a little bit of cotton wool that you're going to sort of break down. You could be adding in that faux texture onto there if you want to. You can go to town with these as much as you want, or keep them as simple as you like. Either way, you're going to get fantastic results each and every single time. And that's the beauty of a quality product like we've got.
I've had a question come through, Lily, from Renee Weinstein-Hussey. She says, can these gift card holder dies fit in a regular Big Shot machine?
They certainly can, yeah. A5 size, you will have no problem at all, yeah, definitely.
Thank you very much, Lily.
Great question. Anything else like that, let us know.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And someone's been letting me know, because obviously I've been away, and I think I'm still in Corfu holiday mode, and I've been giving out the incorrect detail with the code.
Oh,
Apparently
dear.
It's website 20 you need to put in there, Lily.
Oh, website. Oh,
Website
we're all
20.
fancy and formal. No web, that's a bit too slang. We've got to go for the proper. It's got to be website. Not web,
Website, yes.
Website.
Website 20 is the code that you need to put in there. So thank you for pointing that out. You'll have to forgive me. It is my first day back from a very nice holiday. Still, I think half of me is still on that beach in Corfu. So I do apologise to anybody out there that's been misinformed there. It is website 20. That is the code that you are going to put in your promotional box, or your promo code box, to get that additional 20% off. So thank you to everybody who's commented in there as well, and apologies on my behalf for giving you the wrong information there.
Debbie, you've been away, we will forgive you. We've missed you so much, we'll forgive pretty much anything today.
Thank you. I've seen some lovely comments coming through as well. Lovely Jeffrey's popped. Welcome back, Debbie. As usual, looking stunning with that tan. Thank you very much. And she said, do you hope you enjoyed that splendid vacation? I did indeed. And thank you for noticing the tan, because my family have been taking the mick out of me, saying that I'm all red. I'm not tanned, I'm red.
No, I've said it to you when I saw you this morning, Debbie. You've got a beautiful tan. I'm very, very jealous. You don't get a tan like this up in County Durham, believe you me.
Absolutely. Loads more Christmas talk, tree talk coming in as well. Nikki Gills put, when my kids were younger, the tree and everything went up on the first Saturday in December. The tree, the fairy lights all around the windows and outside decorations, and came down by the 12th night. Because I know there's a lot of traditional people out there that do that, don't they? That they go up according to the Christmas myth, which is the 12th day. Is it the 12th day before and the 12th day after?
I think so.
Something like that, isn't it? Yeah. Right. Mary Ann Rosie says, no tree, but as a child it went up on Christmas Eve and came down after New Year's Day. Sarah Brown says, Debbie and Lily, I had a tree, but I now put up my Christmas angel. It was given to me from my lovely mum, who is no longer with us. It was her last Christmas gift she gave to me, so it means a lot. That's lovely, Sarah. Yeah, absolutely. And Sean Sanderson's put, my wife's birthday is 2 weeks before Christmas, so the tree goes up the day after her birthday, or she sulks.
Oh, yeah.
Sandra Priscorn, she says she has 4 trees that
Wow.
stay up all year. They're decorated for each holiday throughout the year. The 5th tree, which is real, she's put in brackets, is put up shortly after Thanksgiving. Loving that. Keep that talk coming in. It's lovely to see all these lovely comments coming in. And yes, lots of people also commenting that they've got the first advent calendar.
Ooh.
Michelle says she's got her first advent calendar, and Mary Ann Rosie said she's confessed she's opened it up already.
Oh, that's a little bit naughty. I can't condone that sort of thing. Christmas chocolates, yeah, I've already had some. We'll condone that, but advent calendars, you got to wait till December. But how quick and easy was that? Just as we're going through the comments, I've literally just laid that up. I think for the nose, you've got to add a foam pad. You've got to get that little bit of diamond because it's so, so cute. But how easy is that? Just layering it onto the back of the card like so. So then you get a freestanding little gift card holder. I think it's nice to have it as a card rather than just a sort of a separate gift tag. And then you've got that ability with the top there. Just remove that little hat and then just pop your gift card onto there, and you've got a fabulous little card and gift all in one. But isn't he just the most adorable little Santa you ever did see?
Super, super cute. I love that, Lily. Thank you very much. It's lovely to have been able to see it as because I know we try and show you different ways, but to go back to the traditional way, the way it was worked, the way it was intended for that gift card holder, I think is lovely. So I'll just recap that amazing deal. You can see already, even in the white box at £15 or $19, this is an amazing deal because it's not just for the one die set and stamp. Don't forget the stamps are in there as well. You're getting that lovely Santa Claus that you've just seen Lily use. You're also going to get the snowman. I just love the snowman. Also the Christmas present die as well. And then lastly, that stocking. So you're getting all 4 sets for that amazing price of £15, $19. Don't forget the Club Inspire takes it right down to the 12. If you're in the platinum, £12 or $15.20. But remember, with that code, which now, as we've cleared up, is website 20, if you're popping that in, the lowest it's going to go to if you're in Club Platinum and taking off that additional 20% is £9.60 here in the UK, $12.16, which I just think is absolutely incredible. The price there is off the chart amazing. Now, that's those fabulous dies that are in the way, but Craft Vault, there's tons and tons of different deals on there, and we're going to go into a couple of those for you. Are we doing this right now, Jean? Let's get it done.
Why not?
Why not? Let's get this done. Now, we're going to talk about Sarah's signature Christmas collection that was massive when we launched this. I think it was last year, which is...
I think it was the year before.
Was it the year before?
I think it's before I was here.
Oh my God.
I know Debbie, time flies, doesn't it?
These years, don't they? They
They
literally
do.
But this one is, now let me get this right, 'twas the night before Christmas. One of our favourite ones, which I just absolutely loved. Traditional, lovely stamp selections in there as well. And I'm going to go through all the details. The price is on the screen for the collection itself, and I'll show you every individual item of the collection that we've got from 'twas the night before Christmas, the Sarah Signature collection. Metal die, we've got a pine tree edge, which you can layer up, create lots of lovely pieces with this one. And you've got that gorgeous detail of those pine trees. One of the most popular dies that we did in terms of the edgeables was the music and swirls. And again, I think you could, technically use that all year round. You've got the decorative frame, which comes with the poinsettia dies in there, as well as the bow and that foliage. We're just going to go with it. Foliage dies in there as well. The stamp sets are beautiful. You've got the St. Nicholas stamp set there with the very traditional Father Christmas stamp, which I know is one of Lily's favourites. Absolutely love it because of that traditional style. You've got the Christmas Eve collection there. Those are stamps again, where you've got that lovely, I always see my little grandkids in this one. Little Sapphire and Ezra in that one, looking out of the window. But lots of lovely additional ones in there, including a sentiment. Another set there is a Stockings by the Fire, which is another beautiful stamp set. And again, lots of things that you can do with it in terms of these extra additional ones, including that gorgeous Christmas tree. And then my favourite one in this is, of course, that poinsettia collection there. Stunning. You can build it up, you can make it as big or as small as you actually want, because you've got all the separate dies there to be able to create that beautiful sentiment there. And I absolutely love that. The price on the screen, now Lily's going to show you some samples in a second, is £19 or $23. But we've been doing some maths again. Been doing some math, me and Dean. We have £15.20 or $18.40 is the Club Platinum price. But with that additional 20%, website 20 that you're going to put in that promo box, it will go down to as low as £12.16. What? Pounds, Larry? Or $14.72. For all of that I've just shown you. That's an incredible deal, an incredible savings, and one not to be missed. Definitely not to be missed. Take advantage. Add the website 20 promo code into that box to take advantage of that extra 20% off. And our Lily's got some lovely samples to show you of what you can be creating once you've got this fabulous set home with you.
Oh my goodness, that price, Debbie, that's absolutely, that's not a good price. It's not a great price. It's a crazy price, let's be honest. Oh, Debbie's called it. This is one of my most favourite Christmas stamps, literally of all time. I do say it time and time again, but I love traditional Christmas. For me, when I choose when it comes to Christmas, it does have to be those traditional reds and greens. I love all that sort of vintage look and feel that you've got with this one. That stamp is such a joy to colour. Bring out your tri-blend, your illustrators, whatever your colouring choice is, it's going to look absolutely fantastic. But I wanted to show you this one first up, because not only have we got that gorgeous frame and the Santa on there, the cardstock that we've actually matted and layered our pattern papers onto. Do you remember that Centura Pearl bundle we showed you a little while ago? That's the cherry cardstock, so it works an absolute treat with this sort of imagery. This frame that you're getting included is just absolutely gorgeous. Of course, here we've paired it with the poinsettia that you get in that set and some Christmas papers as well, but that frame itself can be all year round, so you can see you're getting an awful lot of versatility with this collection at an amazing price. We do love an edgeable. Look at that amazing pine tree edgeable on the front of a little bit of acetate onto there for that lovely sort of stepper style card. Bringing in some of the embellishments as well. Doesn't that look absolutely gorgeous? And then finally, I had to show you this one because I do love this window. I think we all love a window and a door when it comes to our card making. Not quite sure why. I think there's always just something lovely about having a window. But you've got those gorgeous little pair there looking out of the window on Christmas Eve, bringing in some of your embellishments, some of your sentiments. Doesn't that look absolutely amazing? But for that price point, to get all of those incredible crafty goodies that you can get playing with in time for Christmas this year, and the thing is, this is traditional Christmas, so you know it's never going to go out of style. You'll be crafting with this for many, many years to come. To get all of that for that price, quite frankly, is amazing.
It absolutely is. It's probably the lowest price I've ever seen that collection. And not only that, that additional 20% off, it just makes it incredible. I will tell you though, because Dean's been quoting figures in my head, we know what we started with. We're down to double figures, but we're not talking high double figures, we're talking low double figures. This is meant to be here later on tonight. Here in the UK, we start our craft vault at 6 p.m. I'm not sure what's going to be left of that collection. I'm just going to tell you right now, because people have seen what a cracking price it is. And then of course, that extra additional 20% off. Whatever your Club Inspire takes it down, it will take off that extra 20 just by simply popping in that code website 20 into that promo box, and you can have it at the most amazing price. But like I've said, we're coming down to the lower end of the double figures now. So genuinely, if it's something that you've seen that's caught your attention, we get new viewers all the time. I am aware that some of you will have already got these fabulous pieces, that when we first launched this, you may have that. But I'm also aware aware of all those newbies that are watching us, those people that join us from our other channels that we know go down now with QVC, with all over the different channels that we go to. And I am aware that new people join us all the time. So take advantage of that. Use your Club Inspire membership, and then take that additional further 20% off. Not what you're seeing on the screen, the further 20% off to get hold of that amazing collection, because it really is. Now, we do have another, I think it was another Sarah Signature collection. 'Tis the season.
No, just Crafters Companion standalone.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Lily, she's full of all that knowledge, because there's me thinking, is it a Sarah Signature? Is it a Nature's Garden, or was it one of those standalone ones?
Standalone.
We have that many ones that we launch, but 'Tis the Season. It's beautiful, Lily.
Yeah.
I love this one. Again, this would have been focusing later on tonight in the craft vault, but again, I'm going to give you a little bit of a heads up. We're getting down or approaching those lower figures of the double numbers that we've got left, but I'm going to talk you through the collection, because you'll see 'Tis the Season details on there, and you'll see the price at £28 or $35. Look at the Club Platinum price, £22.40 or $28. But we're going to do some more figures for you in a second. Let me show you what you're going to get though in this one. The Robin Redbreast Creator Card die set in this is exquisite. I absolutely love that die set. It is beautiful. Just by simply taking out the edge, the large outer frame die there, you can cut this into cardstock. So you can make this as big as, I say as small. You could cut the frame out completely. You could cut it out in multiple colours. You could simply add colours to it as well, but that is a beautiful die set in itself. We've got a cut and embossed folder to create a lovely little bit of a scene there in the background, that aperture, using the Yuletide frame, which is again absolutely beautiful. Some stamp and die sets in here as well, and you've got this gorgeous nature. Look at that Robin Redbreast there again. Lovely, lovely redbreast there. Included that beautiful frame. No fussy cutting required though, because you've got all the dies to do that for you, should you wish to do so. And then the two lovely sentiments in there. Included in that is the Christmas blessing ones as well, so pretty much similar to what you've just seen, but this time with that lovely candle lit, beautiful candle display there with that lovely wreath around it. And then lastly, the wonderful time of the year is that beautiful set there with the cones and the bells, and including again some really lovely useful sentiment stamp sets that you could use in your Christmas card making. So all of that is coming to you for $28 or $35. We did say, yes, you can see the Club Inspire as in the Platinum member in the purple box as if you're at 20% or you're just signing up today. But simply by adding that code, website 20, into that promo box, we're going to give you some other figures. £17.92. is what you pay in the UK, and for our lovely stateside it's $22.40 for all of that lovely collection. And I know, Lily, you've got some fabulous samples to show us what you could be making once you get hold of this lovely set.
I certainly have, and this is another really lovely traditional style collection, and I'm thinking actually the previous item we just looked at, that 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, will work quite nicely with this 'Tis the Season, so you could be mixing and matching those two bundles if you so choose. First up, I have to show you this one. I have to say this is actually one of mine, and this collection launched last year. And just seeing this sample, I've not seen this sample for a little while, it brought back memories. I remember when I created this sample, we were going through a little bit of a heat wave, which we can't really imagine at this point in time, but it was a heat wave, and I remember sitting outside colouring in these images, and because I'm currently living in a flat, so I was living in a flat this time last year, I was sitting on the grass outside next to a path, and I remember it was sort of June, July time, scorching hot weather, me sat there in a communal area colouring in Christmas images, people walking past, and you could see this, they were sort of having a little look thinking, what is this plonker doing? But yeah, I'd totally forgotten about that. Just seeing this sample now has brought back those memories. But yeah, it just shows to show how you can use some of those different stamp and die sets together, creating your easel cards. And then let's bring in this gorgeous one. I have to say, this is one of those die sets that's a real hero die set within the collection. It creates your card, literally one pass through the machine. Maybe a little bit of paper piecing like we've done here. Doesn't that look absolutely stunning? But I was thinking, actually, as I was seeing Debbie go through the boards, that doesn't have to be a robin if you don't want it to be.
Exactly.
Change up the colours. That could be any bird. I'm thinking like a little Jenny Wren it could be.
Yeah.
Little blue tick, anything like that. And that could be all year round. So even more versatility with that amazing die. Bringing in some of your nesting dies as well and just allowing those gorgeous stamps and dies to adorn all of your nesting dies that you've got within your collection. And then you have got so many different options, bringing in some of those cut and emboss folders as well. Isn't it just an absolutely gorgeous collection? Really nice and traditional, beautiful artwork and imagery that you've got within this range, and once again for an absolutely amazing price. So definitely want to grab if you've not already got it in your crafty stash.
Absolutely gorgeous, some beautiful samples there showing you what you could be doing. It's an amazing collection at an amazing price to start with, even when you go down to the Club Platinum price. But don't forget that additional 20% makes it probably the lowest we've ever given it away. And I say giving it away because I feel like we're giving you lots away there in terms of all those fabulous items. We'll come back to some more comments in a moment, because what we're going to do is give you an opportunity to check out your baskets if you've got some things in there. Like I said, that code is not a one-time only code. You could be using it as many times as you want throughout the event. And I think we said it ended, is it midnight on the 1st? Is that right, Lily?
It is.
So absolutely, you could be taking advantage of that. But we'll give you a couple of moments just to either grab yourselves a cuppa or check out those baskets. But do join us for literally the last 40 minutes of this wake-up call, the sneaky peek of things that are coming here at Crafters TV today. Here's a little video whilst we have that short break.
Welcome to the new home of Papercraft. Our brand new Crafters Companion website is here, and I know you're going to absolutely love it. Now, you guys, our crafting community, are at the heart of everything we do here. So this new site has been built with you in mind, because we want you to have the best possible experience with us. So, as well as a fresh new look, we've made our new website faster, smoother, and so much easier to browse, shop, and find fabulous creative inspiration. Find exactly what you're looking for in no time at all with our improved search function. And our super speedy new checkout system makes online shopping a total breeze. Everything is optimized to work perfectly on your mobile as well, so you can snap up the latest collections wherever you are. And to really spoil you, we're celebrating with 20% off across the whole site. So what are you waiting for? Head over today to explore the new home of Papercraft.
Hi, I'm Ben from Crafters TV. As you may know, we've just launched an amazing new website, our new home of Papercraft to house all of your crafty needs. And as we've had a bit of a makeover, I'm here today to show you how to view your Club Inspire loyalty points on our brand new site. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, go to our Crafters Companion homepage. Make sure to select the correct location. Go to the My Crafters icon on the top right of your screen. Log into your My Crafters account. After logging in, you should be taken to your My Crafters page. Under the loyalty section at the top of the page, you'll be able to see your loyalty tier, the amount of points you've acquired, and also any pending points that you're due to receive from a recent order. To purchase products with your Club Inspire discount, simply explore the site and products using the navigation bar at the top of the screen. When you find the product you want, add to your basket by clicking the Add to Basket button. The product will appear as full price, but don't worry, your loyalty discount will be shown in your basket. You'll then have the option to view your basket or continue shopping. If you want to check out, click View Your Basket. Here you can see the list of items you've added along with the order summary on the right-hand side of the screen. This is also where you'll see your loyalty discount, and just remember, the price you're seeing at this stage is excluding any delivery charges. And how simple was that?
Here at Crafters TV, it couldn't be easier to get social with us. Whether you're watching on Facebook or YouTube, on your TV or tablet, you can get so close to the action, it's like you're in the studio with us. You can ask questions about products or crafty techniques. Get hints and tips from our expert demonstrators. Plus, share pictures of your crafty makes with our amazing community. Crafters TV, getting you closer to the crafty action.
And welcome back here at Crafters TV. Do you know, I nearly said something else again.
Not
I need to get out of
again.
my holiday mode. I'm back at work now, Debbie, back at work. Here at Crafters Companion HQ. CTV. Welcome back. It's lovely to have your company. It's been lovely reading your lovely comments. I will read out a few in a second because it's been a lovely show so far, and this is just the start because we've got 2 further shows later on this afternoon with a masterclass coming up at 3 p.m. here in the UK, and of course that wonderful craft vault. You've already seen some amazing prices and amazing deals in the craft vault, but we've got many more lined up for you, so you definitely need to tune into that show, and I'll go through those times with you in a moment or two. However, we do have a weekday wonder. I keep forgetting to bring this into the mix, but we do have a weekday wonder that runs until stocks last. I mean, this is literally the last day now because obviously we're fast approaching that weekend, but you can see the details on the screen. It is all about our luxury foiled acetate. This is not just any old acetate. This is 380 micron in weight, let alone the beautiful designs that you can see. We've got the gold and the silver with those stunning designs of those lovely sparkling snowflakes and that gorgeous foliage in the background there with that lovely acetate. And then you've got the red and the green. I love, I always feel like a Christmas jumper effect with this one. And you're getting 12 sheets in each. That's 24 sheets of the most fabulous luxury foiled acetate that you could, I mean, and heavyweight terms of construction, whether it be your gift bags, your gift boxes, whether it be card bases, whether you're snipping out a simple element just in the middle for a floating card. That is wonderful construction weight. And then the price on the screen for the weekday wonder is £30 or $40, taking that down to £24 or $32. Double points on that as well, but don't forget the extra 20% off. £19.20, $25.60. Thank you very much, Dean, there. By simply popping in website 20 into the promo code box. It isn't a single time, one use only. It literally is as many times as you want. So if you've shopped yesterday or you shopped on Monday, you can still shop ahead and get that. And that includes over the weekend as well. It stops at, I believe, midnight, I'm going to our lovely Oracle over there, which is up to the 1st of October, which is when that will end. And that's just a little bit of a thank you to everybody that's been persevering with us whilst we've had our new website up and running. And any issues, any problems, of course, you can get in touch with the customer services girls and boys because they will look after you as well. But don't forget that fabulous weekday wonder because it will end tonight at midnight. That will have gone. It won't be available. There'll be something else coming in its place over the weekend. Now we're going to talk something else in a moment, but I did say I'm going to mention a few more comments because I can see a few more hellos from you guys. Saying lovely things as well. Susan Griffith says, hello Lily and Debbie, it's good to see you both here with the CC team. Have a great show as always. And she's popped great big capitals, shout out to CC customer service, Julia and Caitlin. I always love it when you give the girls a name, who helped her with her order, and she said, and everyone at Team Social and everyone at Crafters. So that's lovely, Susan. Thank you for giving those shout outs. Our customer services team are one of the best in the world, and I can say that hand on heart. I know each and individual, every single one of them. They're lovely ladies, and they will help you at any given opportunity. You only have to simply pick up the phone and give them a call, and they will help you out with absolutely anything, whether it be something to do with your with your Club Inspire, whether it be anything to do with any problems that you're having. They're fantastic girls and they work tirelessly, literally every single day of the week. Bar Sunday, we do give them a day off.
Do you know what? We do technically, but you know what? If they need help out, they're always there. Honestly, they are amazing. So it's a shout out from both Debbie and myself as well, because honestly, that full team are just amazing. They have had their work cut out this week for sure. Any issues, do go to them and they will sort you out. But big shout out to the amazing customer service team. We love you.
Yeah, we absolutely do. Rhonda says, morning you all from Round Rock in Texas. Lynn Morton says, good morning Debbie, Lily, Team Social and all the CTV team here from Newcastle. Good morning, Lynn. I know you're only up the stone's throw up the road there. Lindsay Travasky says, love the berries on the example card. Sarah Brown says she absolutely loves 'Twas the Night Before Christmas collection. It's been her favourite by far so far. And Terry Anderson says, I was just about to ask about that code. Could it be used more than once? Thanks for going over that, Debbie. You're more than welcome. It literally is one that you can use over and over again. It's not a one-time only. And you simply pop in there, website 20, to get advantage of that extra bit of saving across the board. Obviously, T's and C's. I would imagine would it be on the web? Would it be on the machines and things like that?
No, not on machines.
So it's just
standard
yeah.
T's and C's.
Yeah, T's and C's. Go and have a little checkout, and if you get stuck, again, the customer service team, they'll help you. Now, we've got a little bit of a masterclass coming up later on. I'll be on the other side while our Ben is on this side. But we've got a masterclass on all things Christmas as well, but some edibles. Now, I love these edibles. I love them because they offer so many different ways that you can use them. And that's, for me, what an edible's all about. Now, I absolutely adore these. And the price that you're going to see on in the moment is for the Christmas Creator Scene. Okay, right, Christmas Creator Scene edible selection. Oh my days, £15 or $17. Look at the Club Platinum price. £12 or is that $13.60? This is before you add the additional 20%. I'll let my maths brain do the workings while Smooth there. I'll let him do that working out for him, and he can whisper in my ear in a second. I'm going to show you them first though, because it's not one die set, it's 3 die sets with 3 dies in each individual set, and I absolutely love these. So first things first, you are going to see a Bethlehem scene, which is that traditional Bethlehem scene, and the 3 dies offer you 3 different ways that you can use these edibles. You can build these up, you can layer them, you can stick them out, you can lay them flat, you can use them to create some really fabulous designs. That's the Bethlehem scene. Then we've got a snowy day scene. Still love this one, with the little girl and boy making the little snowman there. You've got the Christmas trees in the background as well. I love them because the dies are in proportion as well, so they create a lovely foreground and background as well. And then lastly, the Christmas morning scene, a very traditional Christmas morning scene in households up and down the country, up and down the globe, to be fair, and a really lovely die set there as well. So 3 die sets for £15 or $17, minus your Club Inspire, and then of course that Platinum, the lowest. Are we ready, Dean? Did you work it out? £9.60 additional, and $10.88 for an additional 20% off with the website 20 code in that promo box. You have to do that bit. We don't do it for you. You have to do that. If you want to take advantage and get these dies at the lowest price I've ever seen them at, absolutely. Now, our Lilly is a way to show you some amazing design from our wonderful design team, and also I think she's got a little demo up her sleeve as well. Is that right,
Certainly
Lily?
do, yeah, absolutely. Our Sam's just worked out, if you're in Platinum and you're using that 20% off code, £3.20 for each and every single one of those die sets. That's amazing, isn't it? But let's have a little look at the sorts of creations that you can be popping together when you get these fabulous dies home. So first up, you think, yeah, a really nice card. That looks gorgeous. You've got that lovely Christmas morning sort of scene on there. But it's only when you start to open that card that the magic really does take place. Look at that.
Oh,
wow,
that is gorgeous.
The depth and dimension you get on there is amazing. All 3 of those different layers brought together to give you real depth, dimension and perspective. Very easy to do, and we also bring to you instructions on each and every single one of those die sets. So gorgeous on the outside, but it gets even better on the inside. Let's have another look at one of these designs. Once again, gorgeous card that we've got there on the outside, but let's have a look what we've got on the inside. Look at that snowy day scene.
Oh,
all
beautiful.
the layers. Isn't that beautiful? Bringing in some of your alcohol pens, it looks amazing, colouring that up and creating that really dimensional scene. But of course, you don't always just have to use them in that fantastic concept. You can use those on your car fronts, in just as a sort of standard edgeable, if you so choose. So lots and lots of options with these gorgeous dies. but bring them into other concepts as well, like your stepper cards, and they're going to work an absolute treat again.
That's gorgeous.
Look at that, isn't that an impressive card? It's going to look amazing on your mantelpiece. Absolutely love this imagery. You've got something for absolutely everybody when it comes to this collection. You've got the real traditional when you've got that gorgeous nativity sort of scene, and you've got the more sort of fun for the family, if you like, with that Christmas morning scene. Amazing to get all 3 die sets there, 10 dies in total, for £12, and that's before you even take off that extra 20%.
It's crazy.
Amazing, isn't it?
Absolutely amazing. We did say we've got lots of lovely things lined up for you today, and we're just giving you a little sneaky peek of some of the things. This is coming up later on in the masterclass, which we're going to be showing you, and my take on them as well. And lots more comments coming through as well. Keep those comments through, and we're into the last half hour, but I know our lovely Lily is going to show you how to use these fabulous edgeables. Take advantage of that fantastic price, and then take advantage of that extra additional 20. We're not showing it on the screen, but we've given it you verbally, telling you that you can pop in that code and take advantage to get the best price ever. £9, what was that again? £9.60? $10, what was that? $10.88 for 3 die sets with 3 dies in each one. Absolutely incredible deal. It really is. But I can't wait to see what our Lily's got lined up with this one.
These are fantastic, and like I was saying earlier, of course they have been designed to use in that sort of concept where you've got the layers on that dimensional card on the inside of that card. But as always, I like to try and show you a little bit of a different take on some of our items in our crafty stash. So let's do something a little bit different with this card. So we're going to be working with that beautiful Bethlehem scene die set. You're getting all of the dies included, 4 different dies in this 1 die set, and like I was saying earlier, you will get full instructions included as well that will take you through step by step how you can pop together that concept if you so choose to use them in that way. So in terms of the 4 dies, you get your 4th die is that lovely little embellishment star, but your other 3 dies are those 3 main scenes. We are going to use all 3 of them together for this card, but there's nothing stopping you using them all separately if you so choose. So once again, even more options when it comes to this fabulous collection of dies. Let's take some of our coloured cardstock, and I have to say I was going through sort of some of my older scraps of cards. So I'm using up some of the remnants, but they're all going to work together quite nicely. I'm going to do a little bit of a silhouette. So we've got our light, our medium and our darker colour of a cardstock. I'm going to bring them together to create the silhouette with our scene. So first up, let's go for the one that's going to be closest to us, sort of in the foreground. Let's go in with our lightest colour cardstock, and as we move towards the background, the one that's going to be furthest back in our design, we'll use our darkest colour of cardstock. We've got our card down to 7 1/4 inches in length, and then we've cut them all to slightly varying widths, just so that we're going to get that depth and perspective when we start to layer these together. So our wise men are going to be at the front. Our die that's got our stable on there, that's going to be our mid-ground. So let's tape that into position just like so, making sure that it's nice and straight and level. And the trick with these is, as always, try to tape onto the waist. So the area above that line is what's going to be our waist. So we're going to tape onto there, just in case when we run this through our die cutting machine, it's actually going to rip and tear, just because the pressure of the Gemini. We don't need to worry about that if it does happen, because it'll just be ripping our waist, the piece that we won't be using onto our project, so that will be no problem at all. So let's run that through our die cutting machine. Of course, the beauty of using our Gemini 2 is that we can run through all 3 dies in one fell swoop, making it nice and easy and quick. And that lovely cracking, sort of cutting, almost a little bit like walking on sugar, if you like, that noise that goes through the machine, it is totally normal. It's what we want to hear, because we know that these dies are doing their job and they are cutting, which is fantastic. Something very satisfying about that sound for sure. So all we need to do is we just need to complete that cut with a couple of little snips left and right to free up that bottom section from that top bit. So that's our first one that we've got with our lovely 3 wise men. And like I was saying, of course, you can be using that separately if you so choose. You don't have to be using all of these all at once, but of course when you do bring all 3 together and start to bring in that depth and dimension, they look absolutely incredible with all of that perspective built in. So same again with this one. Let's just trim the 2 edges to release that waste piece of cardstock at the top. And the beauty with this particular die here, you've got that embossing detail. You could actually be taking that die, if you're maybe using a lighter colour of cardstock, and actually inking through that area to bring out that detail even more. You've got the option with that die, which is absolutely fantastic. And then this scene, which is going to be that background, the backdrop of our fantastic scene that we're going to layer together. We're going to do exactly the same and then just trim that out. And that gives us that design released. And you can see they've all cut absolutely beautifully with one pass through that die cutting machine. So let's just remove our tape from our dies. Of course, as always, taping our dies into position using our fantastic low tack tape. You will find that over on the website. It's one I use every single time I die cut. I'll be taping my dies into position just to make sure they don't move, and it's going to be nicely lined up as it runs through the die cutting machine. Now, one final thing I did forget to do, but not a worry at all, we'll do it now. Just with a scrap of our cardstock, I'm going to go for the darkest, I think. Yeah, let's go for the darkest colour tone. Let's run through our little Bethlehem star. That's just literally a piece of the scrap. You can see there, that waste bit that we just cut away. We're going to use a little remnant of that scrap to die cut our gorgeous little star. And this is going to be a super useful die. You could be using it on lots of other projects, not just alongside this scene which we are crafting with here. So
I'm loving your festive Christmassy nails, Lily. They look red, glittery, lovely festive nails going off there.
They are, aren't they? A little bit. Do you know what? I was dead proud of myself, Debbie, because I always go for pink. I like me pink and me glittery. And for once I didn't manage to deviate from the glitter. I still had to have me glitter.
You've got to have glitter.
Yeah, you know what I'm like, Debbie. I had to have me sparkle. Yes, I managed to deviate from pink for once.
I know. I thought you'd done it deliberately for today. Would it be, a festive kind of day?
Let's say I did, yeah. I had them specially done, Debbie. Specially done. Yeah, I was thinking they could be a little bit Halloweeny if you wanted them to be. So, yeah, but not pink.
I like that, yeah.
Not pink, which is incredible for me. Next time I'll probably be back to pink. You know where I'm like. So let's start to lay up this card. So what we've got a card base cut from. Hey, that was my piece. There it was, Debbie. That was that piece to cut it from. But it was fine. I could use the waste. I'll probably save that. I'm like terrible for not throwing anything away. Our card base we've cut down. It's just under 6 inches by 8 inches. Reason being that it's just under 6 is because I've actually used some of my A4 multi-purpose card. And just with the length of A4, it's slightly under 12 inches. So you can't quite get a 6 by 6 inch card. So that's why our height is just ever so slightly under that 6 inches that we've got with that one. And then it's just about 8 inches in width with this. We've die cut an aperture into the middle of there, just using one of our matting and layering dies, a 5x7 set. I know a lot of you will have that in your crafty stashes already. So let's then bring in some of our red liner tape, using the super fine one for this one, which is our 3mm. As always, you will find all of your red liner tapes and all sorts of sticky gubbins over on the website. With our red liner tape, we bring to you 3 different widths. So we bring to you the super fine one, which is what I'm using here, which is our 3mm. Our middle of the road one is our 6mm, and then the one that I have to say I use an awful lot, that 12mm, the super chunky one, very useful for box making.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's funny because it was one, when I first started using these tapes, I thought I would use it the least, and I actually use it the most.
Mine's I definitely use my red liner tape a lot, a lot.
It's the one that you want when you're doing construction. If you want that real strong bond, it's going to be absolutely ideal. But here we're going to stick a little bit of acetate to our window, and I always use red liner tape for acetate. I know some people say you can use your wet glue, but I have to say it's something I've never got on with. I just always use my red liner because I know I can rely on it. And I was about to start playing that game then of where's the acetate, but I did find it quite quick. I thought, oh, here we go. But we found it, and we're going to lay that over the top of our aperture. Reason being that I'm popping it on the front here is I'm actually going to be bringing in a frame in just a moment that's actually going to cover up our acetate, so it's going to be hidden. You could of course pop it on the inside, but then you'd see your tape there. So popping it on there when I know it's going to be covered is not an issue at all. So then let's bring in some pattern paper to go on the inside of our card base. This is from the Sarah Signature Enchanted Christmas, which I am loving at the moment. One of our older paper pads, but it's just absolutely gorgeous. You've got some lovely scenes in there. You've got some lovely like snowflake sort of patterns. It's just a beautiful paper pad. So it's a little bit of a favourite Christmas one at the moment. And that's going to be our background. So we've got the falling snow in the very background of our scene, and that creates our card base just like so. Next we're going to bring in our frame, and we've die cut that from exactly the same paper that we did for the inside, but we're going to move our card base to one side for just a moment, because what we're going to do is, rather than build our scene onto our card base, I find it easier to actually build my scene onto my frame.
Ah.
It's just a little, you know, daft little tips and tricks that you come across as you craft over the years. And for me, this is just the easiest way to do it. You might find it easier to build this onto your card base, but for me, I find I get it lined up best by building it in this sort of way. So let's bring in some of our foam tape. This is our lovely thin foam tape. It's got nice depth to it, but it's nice and thin, so it means that you can get it onto smaller areas like we've got here. Just a strip along the bottom, and we might need to trim the edges of our piece here, but that's not a worry at all if we need to do that. Then let's just line that up with where we're wanting that to go, and then that's going to be our first layer onto there. We're going to see, we could just need to trim off that little edge there, but I'd rather cut it down slightly too large to start with and then trim it down afterwards, rather than cutting it too small and finding out it's not quite large enough. So let's just go ahead and just sort of undercut underneath the edge of our frame there, just to make sure we've not got any of that blue cardstock poking out underneath there. And that's the first layer to our scene that we're going to build. Next, let's bring in our next layer, which is going to fit behind this one that we've got onto that. So this is going to have a lot of depth and dimension to this card, and I have to say, I love your scenes when you bring in lots of layers of foam tape. I think it always looks super, super impressive. So this is going to have an awful lot of depth and dimension onto it, but that is certainly a good thing in my book, that is for sure. Then let's level this up, decide exactly where we want it. And once we're happy with where we've positioned that, again, we might need to trim off a little bit from the bottom, but I think that looks about right to me. And then let's just go in with our scissors, and once again just make a little cut underneath there to level that up, and then a little bit on that right hand side just to remove the excess behind there. And then finally let's bring in our background, which is going to go behind the back of this scene, and just finish it off nicely.
I think that's a good tip though, doing it behind the frame, because if you'd have put that onto your card, it would have been a bit trickier to trim down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So it's good that you've done it this way, and it shows you a different way of being able to do it, to create that depth and dimension, but also to get rid of any unwanted areas that you don't want showing.
Definitely. I always say I find it so much easier to always cut things larger than they need to be to start with, and then just trim them down. I just think it gives you so much more versatility, makes it so much easier when you are crafting. It gives you that neat to finish a lot more easily.
Yeah.
So same again with this one, just trim it down until it's in position, and then that forms our frame. This is going to be layered onto our card base, just like so, but we need to bring in a little bit of foam tape to this top section. Obviously that's flopping around a little bit as it is, so we need to bring in some more foam tape for some stability, and then we're just going to stick this together, and that'll be our card just about good to go.
Wonderful.
I'm interested if we've had any more people letting us know about like Christmas trees. So
I haven't seen any, but I've had lots of other comments coming through. Lillian said, actually, Adriana said, good morning everyone from San Antonio in Texas.
Morning.
Lillian Kwok says, welcome back Debbie, you're looking nicely tan, not red. That was the earlier comment about what my family was saying. She says, hi Lily, hi to the team and everyone watching. Lynn Blackledge, hashtag Go Live Granny, our gorgeous Lynn from the Isle of Wight, says, sorry she's late to the party, but it's lovely to have you, Lynn, regardless what time you join us. Paul Print Times 4 says, good morning from South Carolina. I am aware it's always very early in the morning stateside, regardless where you are, so thank you for joining us. Lillian also said that she's trying to make 2 cards that she's left a little bit late to the last minute, so she's just mostly listening right now. Janine Emery says, good morning. Sandra Graham, these dies look great, cannot wait to craft with them. And Lindsay Travaskis just saying, loving this demo, Lily, with heart emojis and a little one of those thumbs up signs as well. I have had a question come through. It's not relevant to what we're doing, but we'll address this one because our lovely Lily will be able to answer that. So Kathleen Potts, if you're still with us, stay tuned because I will address that comment to our lovely Lily in a second. I'm just going to let her finish this demo and then we'll address, because we do say this is a very interactive channel. You can join it at any point. You can ask us any craft related questions and we'll do our very best to answer them through our live interactive shows. That's what we do great here, as well as bringing you fabulous deals. Look at the price on that screen for this, not one die set, but 3 die sets. And I'm really looking forward to seeing this finished card that our Lily's making.
Absolutely. So we're just doing the finishing touches. You might notice, of course, I've added quite a lot of foam tape. So what we have to bear in mind is we've got our scenes stuck together. So we've got 1, 2, 3 layers of foam tape on the base there. So what we're going to have to do at that top section onto our frame and onto the edges there, we need 3 layers of foam tape. So that's exactly what we've gone ahead and done around that top and the edges of our frame. And then just for our bottom section here, we just need that flat, so just a little bit of glue onto that piece there, and just for security, because I know that middle section will be onto our not onto our red liner tape, Lily, it will be onto acetate, which means we need red liner tape. Honestly, what am I like, Debbie? My words are failing me quite terribly. So let's just pop a little bit of that onto there. Belt and braces, so to speak. We've got about 10,000 different types of adhesives on here. You can tell it's one of my cards. You know, I do love all my different types of adhesives. And then this is the not the tricky part, but this is the test. Come and get it lined up. Of course, if you're a little bit worried about lining it up, a little bit of wet glue on the back of those foam pads once you've taken off the backing will give you that bit of wiggle room. But I think, do you know what, I think that is all right. It looks it's fairly even enough. If you squint your eyes, it will be anyway, that's for sure. And then just to finish it off, we've got our little star that I did almost forget about first time round. Do you know what, let's go in with a little bit of foam. That little bit of dimension will make a difference when it comes to sticking this down. So let's take some of our foam pads. Oh, there we go. Let's cut that down to size, trim a little bit more off there, just so it's going to fit behind this delicate little star. And that'll be that finishing touch. Of course, you could be bringing in some of your sentiments if you so choose, but I thought, you know what, let's just make it about what we've got included in this beautiful collection. So let's use our star onto there instead of a sentiment. Nice and simple, not the concept that's intended for these particular dies, but it goes to show you how you can use them in different ways in your crafty stash. And I thought for a second that I'd done an upside down card for you, Sarah Brown, but thank goodness no, it is all straight and even and level with no Australian cards in sight. I absolutely love these dies, something quite traditional but modern in terms of the colours, and so easy once you've got these incredible dies.
Absolutely, and they really are fantastic dies. They're edgeables, but there is a concept behind them. You can go back and look at those tutorials that we've done. Lily showed you some amazing cards at the start of that demo, which is all the different ways that you can use them, but they're edgeables, and an edgeable will work whether you're using one of them or whether you're using them to layer up those beautiful scenes. I absolutely adore these. So many different ways they can use them. But what I'm adoring is the price. £15 or $17. Lowest price there, and I say lowest price, it's not really the lowest price. This is the Club Platinum price, or if you're brand new to Club Inspire today, at £12 or $13.60. The lowest price is when you take into account website 20, the code that you need to pop into the promo box. We won't do it for you, so please don't say that Debbie said you get it at that price. You have to put that code in. It is something that you have to do. I'm one of those that always looks for a promo code every single time I shop. Lily, I don't know about yourself, whether it be food, whether it be clothes, whether it be anything. Put that promo code in, website 20, and you will get the lowest amount where it takes off that extra 20% off, and it brings it less than £10, which I just think is phenomenal. What was that again? £9.60 here in the UK to get all 3 of these fabulous scenes, these fabulous additional dies. Sorry, Dean, I missed the dollars. $10.88, incredible, for not one die set but 3 die sets, where you are getting the Christmas morning scene, you're going to get the snowy day scene, and also the Bethlehem scene, which our lovely Lily showed you how gorgeous that one was as well. Incredible deals that are coming up later on today in Masterclass and Craft Vault. Little bit of a festive feel today. I really should have put my antlers on. That's what I should have done. I should have gone down a Christmassy theme.
Yeah.
I'm still in my holiday mode. That's my problem. But absolutely incredible deals and bargains galore, let me tell you. Now, before we move on, because we're running into the last 8 minutes of the show and I don't want Alex screaming at me, we haven't done a vote. Lily, can you show us all your makes from today so we can get a vote going for demo of the show?
I certainly can. Let's have a little look at what we've created on this morning's wake-up call. So first up, we started off with those beautiful, intricate Christmas sentiment dies with our Star of Wonder. That is demo number 1. Demo number 2, we went super cute with those adorable little gift card holders to create our little Santa. How cute is he? And then finally, we've gone a little bit more traditional with those fantastic Christmas create a scene edibles to create our little acetate front card with our Bethlehem scene. So 1, 2 or 3, what's it going to be? It's
My
down to you
God,
guys at home.
I'm glad I'm not deciding, because I think all 3 of those are beautiful. I do have a little favourite, so dare I put that in? Can I vote? Can I vote? Alex, put my vote in. Number 2. I just love it. I love the cute. I don't love number 3, I'm not going to lie. But number 2, I think it's going to get me because of the cuteness overload. I love Father Christmas and I love the cute Father Christmas there. Not sure what Dean's saying to me here. Which ones you're going for, Dean? Number 1, he says. Sam, what are you going for? Third one.
Wow.
Oh, there we go. Mixed across there. Yeah. What do you like, Lily? Or is that a bit unfair?
I don't think I'm allowed to say, am I?
No. You get voting, you decide. Can I just address the question before we move very quickly on? Because our Kathleen Potts just asked a question that wasn't related to the demo, but has asked about the ballpoint glue pens. How do you get that started? So we do 3 different types of glue pens, where you get the chisel nib and then the bullet nib. But the ballpoint nib, she's just asking, how do you get that glue started? Have you got a good tip for us, Lily?
Just make sure first off that there's not, because they do come with sort of like a little end on the nib of the pen. They come with a little bit of a protective end. Make sure first off that is removed. Then make sure as well you give it a good old shake so you're getting all that glue to the bottom, and then you just need to get it started. So it's just a case of on some scrap paper, give it a good old scribble, get it started, and then once it is started, once you've got that glue flowing down to the nib, you will be absolutely good to go. But it's really funny you've said that question, so I was actually using mine just last night, but they're amazing for highlighting details on anything like your pattern papers, or perhaps it's going to be on decoupage toppers, or maybe even tracing around some of your sentiments to add a little bit of glitter. They are absolutely amazing, but just make sure you get them primed and ready on a little bit of scrap paper, give it a good old scribble, and that should allow that, I was going to say ink, but glue to actually flow down to the nib, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, absolutely. A little top tip there, because I when I first got mine, didn't realise there was a little bit of protective film over the top. Once I removed that and just dabbed it a couple of times, it came through. But it isn't a glue, just so you're aware, there's lots of different glues. We do lots of different various glue school demonstrations as well, 'cause different glues for different jobs.
Got one coming up next week.
Is that we've got absolutely. What we're saying is that this is perfect for highlighting. Lily's just said, adding the little glitter details, things like your gilding flakes as well. It isn't things that you're going to stick gems down with and things like that. There's other glues for that for you to have a go with. But a great top tip. So Kathleen, I hope we addressed that question for you. I'll come back to some comments in a moment while Alex is doing the voting, because I can't believe it, we're nearly 5 minutes left of the show. It has flown by this morning. It's been absolutely incredible. Loved all you joining in as well, so thank you for all of that. But I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneaky peek of other things that are coming up later on today as well. We've talked about cardstock essentials, things that you need in your craft room to get yourself, have the right tools for the right job is the word I'm looking for, and none more so than these 2 that I'm going to show you, because you need a good craft mat in your life, and we do a brilliant craft mat here at Crafters Companion under our Spectrum Noir brand. Now you'll see the price on the screen, it's $14.99. £14.98 and $21.90. The purple box shows you that Club Inspire, but don't forget you can take advantage of that extra 20% with the website 20 code that you're going to put in that promo code box. So you've got your craft mat here, which is every crafter's must have. It's a multi-purpose mat, it's non-slip, it's heat resistant, so you can heat, I apply heat to it with your heat guns as well, and it's for all sorts of colouring, craft working, mixed media. It's the protective one that you're going to pop onto there as well. Now, included in that deal, you're also going to get some of my favourites, I love these, are our mini blending sponges, where you've got the little precise tip on one end, and then I call it the chunky bottom, but it's the one where it's got the chunkier side, and both sides can be used. Very easy to pick up all of your inks and things like that, simply by going directly into your ink pad or taking it onto your craft mats as well, or your glass mats, and using those. That's a fabulous deal. Don't forget to take advantage of that fantastic extra additional one there as well. One more cheeky little deal if I can, Dean. Is this okay? Let's do it. Let's get this in. And this is, and I'm going to call it by its proper name, it's an intricate die cutting toolkit, and it's fabulous because it's got one of my hero tools is the die release brush. It releases all those extra little bits that are in your dies as well as your die cuts, and it's got the sponge in there as well, or the foam pad. That's coming in this deal. Of course, every crafter needs pokey tools in their life, and we're giving you 2 pokey tools, of course with the safety measures in there, with the rubber top as well, so that you're not going to have any accidents, and we've popped 2 in there. Some hero tools that a lot of our craft experts use are the precision tweezers. You've got the flat end tip, the straight point tip, the angle point tip, and the needle point tip. So you're getting 4 different types of tweezers in there. You're also going to get, and you've seen Lily using this throughout the demos today, is the fine tip applicator, where you're going to pop in your glue of choice into there as well. And then lastly, with your die cleaning brush, it is a brush tool that once you buy, you don't need to replace, because we've got the replacement heads that you just need to get, and you're getting that in there as well. Excuse me. £14.99 or $24.99. Club Inspire membership is a platinum member, but extra 20% off. What was that, Dean? Oh, excuse me, it's making me cough.
I know, it's that good.
£59.
Yeah.
Is that for real? Wow. Wow, that's an amazing deal. Absolutely incredible. And what does that take it into dollars? $15.99 in dollars as well. Incredible. Website 20 is that additional code. Lily, before we go, excuse me, we have got the voting. Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Demo of the show is
What's it gonna be?
number 3.
Number 3, eh? There we go. Sam's favourite. Sam, this one is for you. Bethlehem Tree, we're going for the beautiful traditional one for this one. Absolutely gorgeous. I have to say, I do love those dies, and you can see how quick and easy it is to create your scenes using those fantastic dies. And don't forget, it was an amazing price on those as well. I have to say, my vote, if I was going to be voting Debbie, my vote was actually going to be for your little Jolly Santa.
Well, can I tell you,
cute.
it was a very close vote. Let me just tell you, it was 1 vote in it. 1 vote
No
in
way.
it. And I'm assuming it's between 2 and 3. In my head it is. So Lily, thank you very much
thank
for
you so
lovely
much.
demonstrations, and of course being over that side. However, we're not done. 1 show of 3. We're going to be coming back up at 3 p.m. here in the UK, 10 a.m. Eastern Time or 9 a.m. Standard Time, at 7 a.m. Pacific Time, where we've got the fabulous masterclass with myself and Mr. Mosby. Can't wait to see him because it's been a while. I'm really looking forward to it. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Dean. Thanks to Sam. Thanks to Jake and all the rest of the team that are out and about. And thank you to you guys for watching us and allowing us into your front rooms today. Please do join us in 2 hours' time for that fantastic masterclass. We'll see you there.